I was told that Jon wants 6 months to prepare if the fight is locked in.
I don't want to be in the Michael Chandler situation.
I will retire Jon Jones without even fighting him.
I'm not ducking Tom Aspinall.
Jon Jones is probably watching this, so send him a message.
Hello, Jon.
Oh.
Today's video is about a man once regarded as the greatest MMA fighter of all time, who is now seen not as a GOAT, but as a duck. This is the story of Jon Jones and why he will never fight Tom Aspinall. Jon Jones is widely considered the highest IQ fighter in UFC history, a master strategist, and yet, when it comes to Tom Aspinall, there seems to be an unusual hesitation.
He does nothing for me. He does nothing for me.
Some reasons are obvious, even admitted by Jones himself, while others are known only to those who study combat sports at the highest level.
He's like, if you were gonna go into a lab and design a perfect heavyweight, he'd say want him about 6'4", 265, maybe a little heavier, has to cut a little bit, maybe 269, cuts down to 265, crazy freak athleticism, fast as shit for heavyweight, knock anybody dead with one punch. And people are like, you're asking for too much.
Yeah.
Heavyweights don't move that fast, they get tired real quick.
One undeniable factor is size and age. Tom Aspinall is younger, faster, and naturally bigger, just like Jones was when he fought Daniel Cormier.
First time I fought Jon Jones, I was 36 years old.
Shit.
The first time I fought Jon Jones. And 38 the second time. He's now what, 37, 38 years old? I think that this kid is as dangerous for him as anyone he's ever been in there with, partly because that's not his weight class.
Jon admits in interviews that facing a larger opponent presents a real challenge.
If you're a person that wants to see me really challenged, then I get it. 7 years younger, like 35 pounds bigger than me, right? I get it. It's like, wow, this Jon's so good. We finally found someone way younger and way bigger than him.
He talks about the weight and the age and all that. I'm heavier than him, but we're fighting in the same division. He chose to come up to heavyweight, so that ain't my problem, bro. If you want to fight guys your own size, then go to 205.
Then there's Aspinall's skill set. His stand-up is extremely fast and fluid.
Talk about a guy who sprints.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a guy who's fast twitch? Aspinall's one of the fastest heavyweights. He might be the fastest heavyweight in the history of the sport. I don't think anybody moves like that guy does. At a 250 plus pound frame, his movement's extraordinary. And that's something you have to deal with.
The kind of striking that gave Jones problems against Dominic Reyes and Alexander Gustafsson. But unlike those opponents, Tom isn't just a striker. He's a lifelong grappler, a BJJ black belt who has been training since childhood.
I get started in grappling through my dad. My dad's always been there supporting me. I've just won the BJJ British Open, and I've also won the no-gi grappling British Open, as well as quite a few other big tournaments in the UK.
Taking him down and submitting him would be much more risky than it was against Cyril Gain. Aspinall is too well-rounded, too well-prepared.
Do you see opportunities for takedowns? I've just noticed that people are never trying to take him down. Do you see an opportunity where they should at least threaten the takedown?
Absolutely. I see everything. I see everything.
Another challenge is the lack of footage. Jones is a fighter who thrives on preparation, dissecting hours of fight tape to find weaknesses in his opponents.
I study everybody extensively, and then I come up with their patterns. I figure out the way they flinch. I figure out their first favorite punch, their second favorite punch, their third, their favorite combinations, their setups to their takedowns, when they clinch, what side their head's going to be on. Literally everything. I know everything about every opponent.
But Aspinall has finished almost every fight in the first round, leaving Jones with little to study, no clear patterns to exploit. Against an unpredictable fighter, even a master strategist like Jones is at a disadvantage.
He's so unpredictable.
But perhaps the biggest reason, the one no one talks about enough, is Tom Aspinall's mentality.
This is just my dream, you know what I mean? One day I'm going to be UFC heavyweight champion of the world. I always seen it in my mind.
Fighting has always been more mental than physical, and all great fighters know this. While most opponents fear Jones, Aspinall relentlessly pursues him.
My mentality changed. When I injured my knee, I just completely rebuilt myself mentally and physically. That was a time when I really needed to evaluate whether I wanted to be in the sport or not. Before, to be honest with you, I was like 1 foot in the sport. And I decided I'm either going to take both feet out or I'm going to dive in. And I decided to dive in completely and really change my lifestyle around being the best heavyweight walking around on planet Earth. And I think I am that now, and I just need the opportunity to prove it, and I know that I can beat Jon Jones.
He isn't intimidated. He actively seeks out face-offs, calls Jones out after every win, and constantly rallies fans using duck emojis to fuel the narrative.
The people want it really bad. The people are thirsty for it, and that's always a positive thing.
He isn't rude. He isn't disrespectful. He simply believes he's the best and is willing to prove it. Jones has never faced an opponent like this, someone who genuinely believes he has what it takes to win.
Never had a problem with his legacy. I've never had a problem with him personally. The problem is, he has the heavyweight title, and I'm the #1 heavyweight in the world.
Then there's the matter of family legacy. Many of the greatest fighters in history had a father figure or mentor, shaping them from an early age. Mike Tyson had Cus D'Amato. Floyd Mayweather had his father. Khabib Nurmagomedov had Abdulmanap. These fighters weren't just fighting for themselves, they were carrying the weight of their family name, driven by a responsibility to honor those who built them into champions. Tom Aspinall is no different. His father was an MMA pioneer, a lifelong student of the fight game, and the mastermind behind Tom's career.
He's had boxing fights as a kid, he's done Thai boxing, he's done the full spectrum of martial arts himself, so yeah, he's definitely a UK BJJ pioneer. He's one of the first black belts to come out of the UK ever, but he's done all martial arts as well, and mate, the guy studies the game unbelievably. He's got such a good mind, and I'm so blessed to have that guy, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even made it to the UFC.
From Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to Muay Thai to boxing, his father trained him in every aspect of combat sports, molding him into a complete fighter. Tom has said he trusts his father more than anyone in the world and credits him entirely for his success.
If my dad rung me and went, Tom, I think you should sack this MMA off and do something else, I'd go, no worries, and I'd retire right there. That's how much my dad means to me in the sport. Every single day from me being 8 years old, we have practiced technique in my dad's garage up until now that I'm 30.
He isn't second-guessing himself. He isn't losing sleep over a potential fight with Jones. He has full confidence in the plan his father has prepared for him. In his mind, the fight is already won.
Never had a problem with his legacy. I've never had a problem with him personally. The problem is, he has the heavyweight title, and I'm the #1 heavyweight in the world. Since I've been a young boy, since I first started training, me and my dad have had this dream that I'm going to be the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion in the world, and he's got it, and he's holding it hostage, and he won't fight me for it.
For Jon Jones, a fight with Tom Aspinall isn't just another title defense. It's a high-risk battle against a younger, faster, confident opponent with nothing to lose and everything to prove. And that may be why this fight never happens.
I just want to fight somebody. I'm a professional fighter and I want to fight somebody, and I'm overweighting, to be honest. I want to fight. Whether that's Jon Jones or somebody else, I will fight somebody sometime soon.
Fight fans and Tom are fed up with the constant fight teasing. At this point, we all just want to see the real heavyweight champion fight again. Jon either needs to retire as a duck or man up. Hit like if you agree, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Tom Aspinall is at his peak, while Tony Ferguson is well past his prime. If you're interested in his unfortunate decline, click the video on screen.